truth. I am Lophus. First time here doing a gamer rant. Yeah, it's gonna be iffy maybe because this is the first time doing it. Want to get into the whole thing with you guys. But one of my biggest things is all of these MMOs that have been coming out. Obviously, World of Warcraft is going to be the biggest one, but we're going to touch on that a little bit later. Star Wars MMO, what else do they have out there right now that's big?
A new World of Warcraft?
No, that's just an expansion, though. We're not talking about World of Warcraft right now.
I have no idea.
This is how big PC gamers that me and the Dead Man are. We don't pay attention to most of it. So, the biggest thing that I want to point out is that, I loved Warcraft. Warcraft 1, 2, 3, back in the day, back in 98 when the last one came out.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fantastic. It was a real-time strategy, sticking with StarCraft, fantastic series. Loved it. Great it. Played it all the time. Then they came out with World of Warcraft. I thought, oh, that's kind of neat, that's interesting, not my cup of tea necessarily, but I saw what it did to one of my friends, and it encompassed way too much of his life. Like, the whole thing just absolutely almost ruined his relationship, actually. So we had to, intervene. And intervene we did. But, some people can handle it, some people can't. I don't want to bother, especially now when they've got 3-4 expansions already out. I'm not going to start in fresh as level 1 noob trying to play this game when everybody else is running around level 80s? I don't know. But just in general, the point where I'll probably get interested in a lot of these is when they become more than just banging out keys on a thing where it literally puts you inside that person. If anybody you have ever read Ready Player One, read it. It's a fantastic book. It's made for gamers, and I love it. But it goes into the idea of using, haptic gloves and a visor that actually puts the game world right on your retinas, so it looks and feels like you're really in the thing. Fantastic story, and eventually I think that's where games will end up going. But until somebody can figure out a way to do that without burning your eyes, ow, for anybody who tries to test it. Feel it. Doesn't bode well, no. Moving on, though. Until games get to that point, I personally won't really get into MMOs. That's me. So, yeah. Plus, we don't really have a computer that's good enough right now, so. Come on, all our editing's done in the iPhone 4S. Not best choice, obviously, but, it still sucks. You guys have watched this episode, so, But, okay, yeah, so this is us now, not in Texas anymore. Don't want to go into that? Okay, we won't go into that. Why aren't we going into that?
Because this is about MMOs.
Yeah, but this is the ultimate MMO.
We're grinding.
I get, that's my biggest thing about the MMOs, is that I can't get into it having to remember all these controls and level up and facing off against all these other people that have been doing it for years. Too much. Aside from that, really, what are the other ones? Does anybody ever remember what they are if they're not playing them? Guild Wars? 1 and 2, maybe? Aren't those considered MMOs? Yeah?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I can't think of any others, really. Not that are popular enough to warrant undue attention, since we don't play them.
The one that Drake is always going on about.
The one that ties in with Dust 541.
That one.
You guys know what I'm talking about. If you do, just go ahead and leave comments below, and maybe we'll remember it for the next video. This is very unprepared, as I'm sure you guys can tell. But I think we'll go ahead and leave it at that. So, again, MMOs Gamer Rant. And I'm Lophus for the Dead Truth. Have fun, guys. Stay tuned for the next video.